Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and the day has finally came. We are going to be dropping off the Shelby GT350 at Bumbera's Performance for the ProCharger install. Yes, the Shelby GT350 is finally being supercharged. If you guys are excited, feel free, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. I gotta finish loading up the car, and we're gonna be on the way, man. Whew! It's about time. So, as you guys can see here, the trunk is all loaded up. Got all the padding and everything here. We pretty much have all the, not really important, obviously it all is important, but the real important stuff like the head unit, the oil pump, gears, crank sprocket, I'm actually gonna put that in the front of the car, so there's no chance of it, moving around. I have everything secured in here pretty good. It's kind of crazy that if you take everything out the box, you can fit it all. Realistically, I could put the head unit back here, but I'm not gonna do it. But you can fit an entire ProCharger kit in the trunk of an S550, which is hold on, y'all. As I was saying, there we go. You can fit the entire ProCharger kit in the trunk and back seat of an S550, which is super convenient, because that's something I could not do in the 2-valve. Like, I could not fit even the used kit. It was kind of struggling to get the whole kit in the car. You could fit the whole kit in this car, which is awesome. So that saves trips to the shop. I'm gonna have to go make a second trip because I'm still waiting on one thing, not ProCharger kit related, but there's something I'm gonna be doing with the car that did not come with the kit, but it's all good. They'll come, I think, actually later today, but I need to go to the shop now because I want to beat the traffic. And number two, I do got things to do, so I don't really want to be, leaving at like noon or something like that. That ain't gonna happen. This is the rest of the kit. We have the box. The head unit is in this box. We have the bracket, the blow-off valve. I did not want this moving around. Obviously, that's very important. That mounts the supercharger. This is the blow-off valve, and obviously this moving around, I don't want it to get damaged because this is really expensive. And obviously, we have the box with the head unit, the oil, and a bunch of stuff that, again, cannot be getting damaged in transit. And obviously, we have two very important mods. We have the oil pump gears and the crank sprocket, which are gonna be going up in front because I don't want any of this to get damaged. But everything in this big ass box is in the trunk and some. So if you're wondering, can I put a ProCharger kit in the trunk of my S550? You definitely can. All right, last NA cold start on camera, unless they send me a video, which I highly doubt, but 3, 2, 1. Starting off at 9 pounds, then we'll go up to 13, and then 15 pounds, and that's gonna be where this head unit's gonna be efficient at. And if I want to get more built motor, transmission will probably last roll racing it, and would have to go bigger head unit or twin turbos. But in all reality, 15 psi should be like mid 900 horsepower, could be 1,000 depending on the weather. That's kind of why I'm doing only 9 right now, because it's 100 degrees outside. I mean, it's 88 right now. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So 9 psi right now. Enjoy it when it gets cooler. 13 psi when it gets real cool. 15 psi. And then shit, man. That's gonna be stupid fast. 15 psi in this, that's stupid fast, dude. That's almost 1,000 wheel. No cap, that's over 1,000 crank horsepower. I know that for a fact, but whew, shit, man. Even just like realistically 9 psi, bro, would be ridiculous on this. But man, that 15 psi is gonna be hitting. All right, we are all loaded up. Bracket, blow off valve, oil pump gear, crank sprocket, and right here we got the box full of goodies, man. Whew. I think my active exhaust is starting to tweak out on this car. If that thing gives me some problems, that shit getting cut off. I'll just have to run dumps, which actually won't look weird because it's still gonna have the exhaust tips. But if that active exhaust gives me problems with this car, I'm running dumps. But I'm gonna up to the gas station real quick when I get a drink, and then we'll be on our way. It is currently about to be 9 o'clock, so trying to get there before 10, back home before 11. That would be unbelievably good. Oh, we packed. That's a good thing that I technically don't need to get gas. But we packed. Sheesh. Let's put it right here. Ah. Man, we packed. Looks like the roads are backed up too, man. Why? It is a Tuesday though. Yeah, everybody was off yesterday. But well, catch you guys in a second.
A few moments later.
All right, got my drink. You ready to go, man? Whew. So this is gonna take an hour to get there. Oh my goodness, an hour with no AC and it's already starting to cook. Woo, man. Not that bad though. It's only 88. Could be worse. Could be like 108. Then I'd definitely be feeling it. Windows down, we'll be chilling. Oh, buddy. I am so damn excited though to get this car back because it has been a minute, man. I should have did this instead of buying the black car in all reality. Even though that black car was very fun and I don't regret buying it, this is gonna be another level. I feel like just because the linear power that the 5.2 Voodoo has by default and then add boost to the mix, man. Yeah, Houston's finest. Oh shit, 3 of them right there. Ooh. Oh man, look at all this. That thing's clean, I ain't gonna lie. Me to get on up here. I'm gonna get on down here. I ain't getting on right there. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is actually insane. I'll get on further down at the Porsche dealership. The funny thing is, half the cars that be at Post Houston literally come from this dealership. It's like I literally see some of the cars that be posted up at Post right now. It's sitting outside. Like it's kind of insane, bro. Like I be telling y'all, like people be tripping like, oh, you know, Post is crazy. I'm like, bro, just go to North Houston Porsche. I think we got McLaren down the road. I mean, look, you cannot tell me those are the same damn cars. Like, we had the Cayenne back there, then we have all the other cars right there. Like, they're all the same cars that be pulling up. You know what I'm saying? They're nice cars, don't get me wrong, but I guarantee you the experience would be better if you just went to the dealership, like, and just walked around. Because they can't deny, you know, people from doing that. You know what I'm saying? That ruined their reputation, because you never know, right? Shit, you could sit in the cars there, like, can't test drive them, but obviously you can't do that at post either, but be kind of funny. Yeah, McLaren right there, McLaren and Porsche right next to each other, and there's plenty of space to park. We really have to get caught in this traffic.
One eternity later.
All right, finally got out of that mess. We are on the road. Let me roll up my window so you guys can hear me, because the road noise is going to be kind of crazy. Let me give you guys the game plan of what's going to be going down with the car over the next week or so. So they said it's going to take potentially up to 2 weeks. But that is because, obviously, we have to do the oil pump gears, the crank sprocket. Oh my gosh. Like I said, we have to do the oil pump gears, the crank sprocket, which isn't like realistically a 1 day job. It's not a 1, 2, 3 job. The front of the engine has to come off, and that's very important. So, oil pump gears, crank sprocket, then we have to do the procharger install with the procharger crank support bracket. And then on top of that, the car is going to be getting tuned. I believe it's going to be getting tuned by Rob Shoemaker. I was either going to go with Rob Shoemaker or Lund, depending on, you know, who Bumbera's goes through. I know Boyd likes Rob, so we're going to go through Rob. I'll just see how it is. But obviously, you know, because it is getting tuned by Rob, you got to be in the tuner's time as well, so it could potentially take up to 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to take up to 2 weeks, because typically, you know, if things are going down, you know what I mean, if things are going down on the weekends, he understands that, and he gets the customer's cars ready to go. So I think it's going to take a week. Honestly, I think this time next week I'll be headed back up to the shop to pick up the car in all reality. But like I said, it could take up to 2 weeks. That is going to be dependent on realistically how quickly the oil pump gears and crank sprocket can be done and Rob's availability. Now, because I want to document this car right, and I want to go ahead and not only give you guys the information, but have the information for myself, the car is going to be getting tuned on 93. The reason I'm not going to go E85 off the rip is because I want the car to make around 700 horsepower. I want to get the car, you know, data logged on 93, and then compare it to E85, which I know is going to be a night and day difference. But I want to feel that night and day difference, man, because so far I've quite literally went from an 100 horsepower car, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Now I'm going to go through 700. We might skip 8, depending on if I decide to do E85 on 9 or just jump to 13. Honestly, I might just jump to 13. So we might skip 8. It might jump right to 900 wheel, or it could be like, you know, 890 or something like that. I'll count it as 800 horsepower, but I'm literally going down the line. Like, I've experienced 100 horsepower all the way up to 600 at this point. Now we're gonna be at 700, and then so forth. So I'm really getting like the full experience as far as, like, you know, going up, I guess, the chain. So that's kind of why I'm doing all the stuff that I'm doing right now. And obviously, you know, it's not smart to go from, you know, 600 horsepower to like 900 horsepower. It's not smart, you know, to go from 500 horsepower in one car platform to 900 horsepower. You know what I'm saying? That's just not smart to do. As cool as that does sound, it realistically just is not smart to do. So I'm just going to take it slow, experience it, and not jump the gun, quite literally. So that's what's going to be happening. Gonna get the data, like I said, 9 psi, 93, and then we're gonna see what it is gonna be on E85. Might do 9, might jump to 13, and then obviously 15 pounds is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be crazy, man. This D1SC, I mean, 15 pounds is gonna be like efficiency, like max efficiency. But again, 15 pounds is a lot of boost through a 5.2 through that head unit. You know, it isn't a race head unit, but it is on the larger scale of head units. It's bigger than the P1SC. It's bigger than the P1X. It's not bigger than the D1X, but it is going to be spinning in efficiency range a little bit better than the D1X at the pound of boost that I want to have the car at, you know, with the centrifugal supercharger setup. And if I want more, then obviously, you know, I'd have to upgrade the head unit or go twin turbo. Which in all reality, I kind of don't want to go twin turbo on this car. I'd rather do that on the 2024. It's just, this car is just so much fun to drive. I mean, twin turbos, I hate to say it, this is just my personal preference. And coming from the fact that I've had a turbo car before, not a twin turbo car, but a car that I turboed that did not have a turbo from factory. The turbo, for the most part, it don't really ruin the experience, but you know, there's just a lot of extra shit you got to deal with. It kind of does ruin the experience, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really want to do it. Even though it was done on a Subaru, and you know, that platform is trash for the most part. We're trying to make power. It's just, I don't know, man. That kind of just like put a bad taste in my mouth for turbo. So that's kind of why I stick with the centrifugal supercharger route, because they drive like stock. You want them to drive like stock, and then when you actually want to go ahead and, you know, race the car, that's when you feel the power. I like that. Obviously with turbos you can dial it in, but that centrifugal supercharger setup is real nice, man. It's real linear. You know when the power is gonna hit, you know how it's gonna hit, and well, for the most part you can control it. If you don't, you know, go too crazy with the pulley, or, you know, get ignorant with the head unit. So that's kind of why, you know, I always kind of gravitate toward the centrifugal supercharger setup. But on the 2024, you know, I might, you know, if its tuning's available, man, and they got a twin turbo kit that isn't trash, I mean, I'll actually, you know, we'll twin turbo that car for sure. But as of right now, the Whipple's the only way to go. Which honestly, I like Whipple too. For that, I'd Whipple it, but for this, I didn't really want to do Whipple. The ProCharger just makes more sense, just based off the characteristics of the engine, and you know, for the fact that low end torque. You know, I know people like to say, you should go for the low end torque. Look, you don't. I don't feel a lack of low end torque. I don't feel a lack of low end torque with this car. I don't feel it in the 2024. To be honest with you, this car feels more torquey than 2024. Stock for stock, when I had this car stock, it felt more torquey than 2024. That might be because of the carbon traps, but it really don't feel as crazy as people make it out to be. I don't know. Maybe it's just because that 5.4 2 valve, you know, messed me up, because that car actually, that car made real torque. You know, torque with the Coyote don't really make sense to me. You know, maybe twin turbos, yeah, you know, it'll make torque, but that 5.4, man, if it don't make 600 foot-pounds of torque, you ain't gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like that car made torque. You know, that shit made 600 wheel, 600 torque. I felt that, and that car was light. So, you know, you could feel that. And, you know, that's exactly why that car, you know, ran the way it did. So if you guys are thinking about, you know, boosting a 4.6, I highly recommend getting that 5.4 2 valve and going crazy, because you don't even have to make a lot of power out of that, and you're gonna be you're gonna be running the show at 600 horsepower. You'll mess up whatever 4.6 car comes up on the road with that 5.4 truck motor at 11-to-1 compression. I'll tell you that right now. Like any Terminator that pulls up that makes similar horsepower is getting gapped. Any other 4.6 making similar horsepower is getting gapped. That truck motor was the real fucking deal, man. And honestly, probably would have put up a fight against this boosted in all reality, because it was light and it made, you know, that torque curve was literally like a square. Like it was, you know, where it needed to be at all RPMs, which is, you know, very, very nice, especially with the centrifugal supercharged setup. They didn't need a turbo to do that. Man, dude, that setup was nasty. Too bad, you know, the car itself just wasn't the right car, man. It wasn't the right car. If I still had the white car, I would have pulled that motor out and dropped it in the white car in a heartbeat, and I would have put the motor in the white car in the black car and sold it. But whoo, that setup was nasty. I don't know if I'd do it again. I think if I was to get another New Edge, I'd have to coyote swap it. But I know the formula for the 4.6 5.4 guys, which is to just go, whoa, what the fuck am I getting honked at? Which is just to go 5.4 and run the show. But I'ma catch up with you guys when you kind of get closer, because not only running into traffic, but my GoPro might overheat. Why are we running into traffic on the toll road, bro? The hell? Alright, I'm gonna catch y'all in a little bit. This shit don't make any sense. Alright, we are about to pull up to the shop. A lot less traffic this time getting here than I did last time, which is nice. Woo! Rip this road with boost, let me tell you. It's gonna be crazy. Ah shit, I probably could yeah, man, I could probably do like a little cool I-60 to 130 in this little spot. It's gonna be fucking fast. Actually no, I think cars come off the highway on this spot. That probably would be a bad idea. Get a feel for it, that's for sure. Alright, I think it's gonna come up like, yup, about to come up right up here. Yeah, like right here is, yep, right here. That shit go oh man, that shit gonna be crazy. Oh man. Alright, well, I guess we'll just back her up right here, Fulky. Damn, dude, that thing's on some BC Forge wheels. That car is clean as hell. I'm about to realign myself, but hey, that thing is so clean. That green, that car's turbo too, because it has the exhaust cut out in the back. I'm about to go ahead and take a look at that. That was got some pretty interesting shit here, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of like old school cars that look real nice, for real. All right. I gotta take a look at that. That thing is clean. But we gonna see how long it's gonna take. Let me go in there real quick and I will catch up with you guys in a second. Damn, this is nice. These are variant. Oh, they're variant wheels with the bare brakes. Damn. 5-speed. That shit is clean, bro. In the back too. This is. It's got the subsystem. Can you like see it down here? Oh, kinda. You kinda see it down there. It's like a titanium exhaust. Damn, bro, this is real nice. Truck back here. Dude, they still smell new. Got the nice bed. Got a Hummer. Another truck. It's got the nice bed. That's how you can tell if the truck is done right. They got the, you can just tell by the bed. Oh shit. Yeah, they rewiring this thing. This would be a sick cruiser though, for sure. That'd be a nice ass cruiser, but I feel like I'd be scared to take it out because it's just too nice. Same thing with one of these. Got a Boss 302. Damn, bro. You can still smell like, you could smell like the newness of the older cars. I wonder how many miles these have. That's got to be low mile as hell. Same thing with these two. This as well, man. Shit. Got some more back there. They got a Gen 3 car over there. Probably twin turbo car, something like that, but you know, they got some nice shit. I know what y'all think, man. Hopefully I get the Shelby back in like a week or so. It's a twin turbo car. There's exits on both sides. We'll see, hopefully get it back in like a week. 2 weeks max. I gotta come back up here like tomorrow to drop off one more thing, but hell yeah. All right, back at the casa. It's a real bad storm going on right now, so hopefully you guys are safe if you are in the Houston area. I'll keep you guys up to date on everything that's going on with the ProCharger install. I'm gonna try to be there when they do dyno the car for the tuning and whatnot, but you know, if not, oh well, man. Like I said, keep you guys up to date. Just cannot wait to get that car back so we can do the first drive in the supercharged Shelby GT350. That's gonna be crazy. So if you guys are excited, feel free, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. Catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.